Before we begin, true believers and spectacular Spidey fans, I just want to say, Josh, you got lucky this time. But anyways, welcome back everybody to another Spider-Man PS4 related video. And what I just meant there in the beginning is that if you have not seen this recent topic that's been going around Twitter, specifically the Spidey Squad's Twitter page and also around the Spider-Man PS4 community, is that there's some recent leaks, rumors, whatever it is. It's more speculation stuff. It's not officially confirmed by Insomniac, of course, because of how they're being silent about everything, and they are just being the most mute people on the planet when it comes to this game because of how they're working on it. So again, if this turns out to be true, if this turns out to be false, Insomniac is going to flat out always say is that we will be the first people to officially give you the heads up, the first scoop on what the actual story is. Just like the IMDb plot, which was confirmed to be fake, this is different in a sense. And what I was saying earlier is that Josh, also known as Spidey Skater Boy, already made a fantastic video on this. I'm going to put the link to his channel and his video in the description below, and also to the amazing Jacock, or is known at Jacock20Jacock. He put this up on Twitter. He is the reason why I saw this, so thank you, dude. Thank you so much for keeping us all informed. It means the world to us. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of things. So, basically, what's going on right now is that there has been a recent post on Reddit in regards to Spider-Man PS4. Specifically, what could be included, or what actual things that are going to be included within Spider-Man PS4. Now, why is it important that it is from Reddit? Well, the same user, going by the name of Violating Sony, that's the actual username for this Reddit user, he already posted a Reddit post back about the whole GDC thing, where he said that we weren't going to get any news of Spider-Man PS4 at the Game Developers Conference, and rather Insomniac is going to announce a side project there instead, and also we will get more news down the line, mainly after Horizon Zero Dawn releases, and also because Sony is focusing on mainly prioritizing each of their PlayStation exclusives for the console. Same thing with Marvel. Marvel Games is focusing on each individual Marvel game that is coming out. So right now, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series, comes out on April 18th, I believe. And after that game comes out, who knows, there could be lots more Spider-Man PS4 stuff down the road. But like we have seen, no Spider-Man to be found whatsoever. So this leak, whatever it is very interesting. So again, it's all speculation. Take it with a grain of salt. It could be 100% true. It could be 100% false. I'm not sure. And also, speaking of rumors and theories and speculations, if you did not see in the last video where we speculated that Sandman was possibly spotted in the trailer for Spider-Man PS4, that is false. It was just a random bridge. It's not the Queensboro Bridge or the Brooklyn Bridge or any other bridge that I've really seen in New York. It just seems like a random island transitioning bridge. So apologies that turns out it was false, but still, hopefully Sandman is in the game. There are hints in the trailer that do hint at certain, at least AAA villains to be featured within this game, but we just have to wait and see. If that upsets you guys, that video might have led you on, I apologize. We were just going over what it seemed like at the time, and then there was another high-definition picture posted by @BricksAhoy, who posted that, that I put in the description and comments in the last video, showing that it's just a picture of a bridge. But in regards to this topic, I'm going to read it off my laptop to you guys and tell me what you guys think. So, the post goes by this. It was posted 14 hours ago by Violating Sony. He says, "Hello, Spider-Man fans. I have some more inside information about this upcoming project developed by Insomniac Games. My source had approved of what I can share with you today." So what the source is, who this source is, where he's getting his information, we have no idea, but let's just go on. First, Insomniac Games / Marvel Entertainment. I think he means Marvel Games. Again, take it with a grain of salt. Who knows if this is real, if he's mixing up stuff, we don't know. But he says they are showcasing this project at E3 2017 this year. So, according to this, E3 2017 is confirmed. But again, on the official list of Sony attenders for the Sony press conference of E3 2017 this year. Insomniac is not on that list. They're not there. They're not hinted at being on it so far. Who knows? But apparently, they'll be there, but we'll just wait and see. And then he says in parentheses, I don't know too much of what they're showing, but it's most likely a gameplay demo or a debut trailer. It's weird that he says a debut trailer because we already have a debut trailer, the announcement trailer in E3 2016. So if he means a gameplay debut trailer, even though the last trailer, the first trailer for Spider-Man PS4 is a gameplay trailer, if he means like a debut gameplay demo reveal, probably. Okay, then he goes on saying, second, Insomniac is working hard on this project, like we've known since day one. Every time on Twitter, they're saying we're working hard on it every day. There's no release time frame announced. We got that crystal clear. Then he says they had a few problems with the projected marking, which is very strange. He says marking, which is very awkward that he says that. I think he means marketing. Again, typos all over the place. And release agreements with Sony. So that seems very promptu right there. Insomniac wants to make the best experience for players. Got it. We know that for a fact. Insomniac's hard working on this game, and Sony and Insomniac are having some disputes, which we thought because of how there's been nothing. And clearly, since this is a very important title for both Insomniac, Sony, and Marvel, also Marvel, it's really a lot of hands in the pot of what's going on, which is why they announced that they were not going to be at PSX like 3 days before the actual convention happened. So that's clearly shown through this that, yes, there's been problems. Now, thirdly, he says, this is the most interesting part right here. He says, I have more information about the game. Okay, what is it? This will be the most grounded Spider-Man video game to date. We already knew that. Insomniac is taking a realistic take with this game. He then says, the duality between Spider-Man and Peter Parker is a big factor in this game. That's common knowledge. We already know that. Bill Roseman already said that the best stories, or Brian Idhar said that the best stories are when Spider-Man's world and Peter Parker's world collide, and that is the theme for this game. This is Spider-Man PS4's story theme that's going to be happening in this game. He then says, for example, characters like Gwen Stacy, and then in parentheses, she plays a big part in the story and is a love interest, can give you inside information on police records because of her father. So apparently Gwen Stacy's alive, and so is Captain George Stacy. Who knows? I have no idea. Usually in almost every Spider-Man game, besides the movie tie-in games, Gwen has been dead from the hands of Green Goblin. If she's in this game, that'll be a really interesting take, but let's just see. Next up, he says, Harry Osborn, who came back to New York City to support his father for mayor, which again, in the beginning of the trailer for Spider-Man PS4, you see a sign that says Osborn for mayor. Now, a lot of people thought it was Harry Osborn. It actually does say Norman Osborn is running for mayor. So the fact that Harry is here, that'd be really cool. And then it continues saying, Harry can give you details on what's going on with Oscorp Industries. So it'll be like an informant to you. Sure. Then this is where I don't know for sure. He says, Eddie Brock, who grew up in a life of crime and wants to change, can give you details on what's going on with the criminal bosses that run the districts in New York City. Like we already know. By continuing, he says, some of the villains that I can confirmed, he says I can confirmed. He means I can confirm, again, typos all over the place, that will be in the game are Mr. Negative, given, the Rose, Tombstone, and the Sin Eater. Now, we know Mr. Negative already. Tombstone, that's another cool villain. The Rose and Sin Eater. Now, we actually did get a rumored list back in the day that said that Sin Eater was a possible rumored villain to be in the game, and apparently this is confirmed. And the Rose is very abstract. If you're a super hardcore Spider-Man fan, you'll know who the Rose is. I actually had to do a little bit of research to find out who the Rose is, but basically, in a certain iteration, the Rose is Kingpin's son, Dick Fisk, or Richard Fisk, and basically he's just like another crime boss-esque person. And then Sin Eater is basically a serial killer, but he had a very big part to play in regards to the death of Captain Jean DeWolf. I won't give any spoilers to that story, but he is very much involved within that storyline. So all this information that we have, true, false, I don't know, it comes from Reddit. This user was correct in his last Reddit post that he did in regards to GDC and all that. Let me know what all your thoughts are in the comment section down below. I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Peace out.